All right, this next week we are going to put a wrap on Julius Caesar. You're going to read both Acts 4 and 5. They're action sequences, they're short scenes, they're going to go really quickly. The plug has been pulled on the bathtub, okay? And now all the tension is going to drain out very, very quickly. And events will set up for history to be carried on as it historically did. We still have to decide next week what in the world the themes are of this play. So here we go. Fast and Furious, what to expect from Julius Caesar, Act 4 and 5. Read Acts 4 and 5. Take some notes here in your book right now. Act 4, Scene 1. It's at a house in Rome where Antony, Octavius, and Lepidus are meeting. I kind of hate to give you this preview because in a way it takes the surprise out of it, but I hope it helps you get set up for reading enough that it's worth it. Antony, Octavius, and Lepidus are going to form the next governing triumvirate of Rome, and the three of them meet to form a plan at a house in Rome in Scene 1. And in this one short scene, you're going to see the true nature of Antony. The future triumvirate are plotting to get rid of others who might meddle with them, who might oppose them. Notice that. And Antony even reveals his true feelings about Lepidus sharing power. So watch for Antony's true nature and make a note of it. Okay. Scene 2 is a military camp near Sardis. Brutus is waiting for Cassius to come, and he's kind of confiding in his aide, Lucilius, that he believes their friendship is cooling off. Cassius arrives, and he's ready to argue with Brutus, but Brutus says, oh no, let's pretend we're all right in front of our men of the army. Let's go into the tent. So Scene 3, Cassius and Brutus have a serious argument over Cassius trying to intervene to keep a criminal from punishment. This is a foil scene with Scene 1. Scene 1 of Act 4, we're going to see Antony's true nature. You'll see. I don't want to tell you. You were going to see Antony's true nature. In Scene 3, you're going to see Brutus's true nature. How upset he is that Cassius isn't noble and purely motivated, but that he's ready to sell his influence for gold. They have a heated argument that's almost like two junior hires saying, no, you are. No, yes, I am. No, it just goes back and forth. It's so silly. And then Brutus reveals that something terrible has happened, and that has caused him to fall into this bad mood, There's a general council meeting. The others sleep, and Brutus is visited by the ghost of Caesar, okay, who tells him that he will see him on the battlefields at Philippi. So, Act 5, Scene 1, Brutus and Cassius meet with Antony and Octavius. The generals meet on the plains of Philippi. They trade insults. Nothing is solved. They prepare to go to war. Cassius feels this foreboding omens have been following them. He talks about the birds and that there used to be eagles with them, but now there are not eagles, but there are birds of prey that are rising above them, like a bird of prey, hunts its prey. So Brutus and Cassius take a final farewell of each other. They vow not to be taken alive, to be paraded through the streets of Rome if the worst should happen. And then Scene 2, Brutus sends Messala as a messenger to Cassius with orders to attack Octavius's army. Let's go. Scene 3, Cassius thinks that Brutus has sent the army too early. He sends Titinius to get a better look, but then when Titinius is surrounded by the troops, he can't really see. He sends somebody up to try to look, to find out. He gets a bad report back that says that Titinius has been captured, and Cassius kills himself before Titinius can return with the good news that Brutus' troops have actually taken the other army. Scene 4, Brutus's army is taken back by the forces of Antony and Octavius. So he had won a battle, and now they are overtaken. And as the forces of Antony and Octavius swoop in, Lucilius pretends to be Brutus and gets captured, and Antony praises him for his protection of Brutus. Then in the final scene, Brutus realizes that all is lost. He begs 4 of his followers to kill him, and all but the 4th decline. When Antony finds the body of Brutus, he declares him the noblest Roman of them all. Octavius pardons Brutus's men. He takes them into his service and arranges for Brutus to receive honor in death. So this is a fast-moving couple of action scenes. It seems spotty. Keep your notes in front of you from your homework to tell you what's going on in each scene. Read that little summary before you read each scene. It's just a couple of sentences, but it will help you place the scene in time and space and history. There are a few study questions that are on the back of your homework. You'll notice there are not many guide questions. That's because at the end, when you're done, I want you to spend your time looking at these study questions after you've read the entire play. These are going to form the basis for a Socratic discussion you're going to have next week, either with your teacher or your parent, or with a group of students together. So you're going to need to provide some textual citations. So I think this because here's where it says it in the play. That kind in Act 2, Scene 1, line 53. Okay? So carefully research your answers. Think through them carefully. Be able to substantiate and support your assertions that you make on those questions. Some of them are certainly opinion, but they should be informed opinion. Okay? Be able to explain why. So we will wrap up our discussion of Julius Caesar next week with a discussion on the themes and a Socratic discussion about some of the big questions of Julius Caesar. So I will see you all next week.